It's the SawCast, and I go by the name of Steve-O.
Ariel.
And this is what?
Yeah.
SawCast, y'all. Where we talk about motherfucking topics.
All day, every day.
Talk about current events.
Today, yesterday, last week.
This week. If you haven't listened to the last podcast, go listen to it.
Check it out.
It is a Mother's Day podcast. We have all of our beautiful mothers on there talking about baby mama drama, talking about shit, how many kids they wanted to.
10.
Is our daddies doing shit?
Nope.
I don't believe them. They plead the fifth.
Doing stuff in doing stuff. So why you say no for? Yours ain't?
Hell no.
I don't know what stuff they talking about.
Bro, wait, it is.
What stuff are they talking about?
Right, Father's Day.
Yeah, Father's Day. Shout out to the fathers out there.
Man, I appreciate that.
Boy, you is not no good father.
I am somebody that is.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay,
Shit, our topic this week is religion, and we're just gonna go around the room and ask a simple question of, do you go to church? We're gonna start with Steven. Do you go to church?
No, I do not.
Very rarely.
Wayne, how you feel? Do you go to church?
I try to go when I can catch up. You know, I try to get there when I can. Like,
when the last time you went to church, Wayne? I don't go to church.
I ain't gonna lie. So do we call church going to church? Going to funerals?
No. I mean,
now you get a sermon. Throughout a funeral.
Wait. How often?
This is a true question. I need to know.
That's a wonderful question.
I had to take a walk away from that.
Girl, you do.
Okay. You know, no. I'm gonna back you up on that one.
But you get a certain sermon. You feel me? That somebody picks. You feel me? I'm going.
No. But I understand. So I will back him up on that. I just was at a funeral. Rest in peace to Miss Nikita. So you know what I'm saying. I was at a funeral, and then I did hear the word, and it did remind me of church. So I did feel like I was getting the spirit.
Okay,
you feel me? So as long as you get the spirit.
So do you count a funeral home or church?
No.
Nah.
It's a certain.
That's a big.
Church and a funeral.
That's a business.
I mean, so wait, that was the question
So did
that
you have to
originally
church?
had, though.
You're right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay then. I had to throw that in there.
Steven, why don't you go to church?
I said it was different. No, he said it's funeral homes a church.
Yeah.
I said going to a funeral is kind of
like going to church.
Yeah, going to church.
Is.
You feel me? Because
but you said does going to funerals count as going to church?
Exactly.
What the fuck you said?
it gets do it count.
Oh my mama, that is a wonderful question because you do get a sermon.
I'm saying you get a word.
I guess you can get the word spread anywhere.
And then you be like, damn, I ain't been to church in a minute.
Cause they spread the word at women sometimes.
It's definitely advertising for a church.
But it's refreshing. So
it's advertising for a church. It's an advertisement for a church. Because the pastor,
he says refreshing.
It's refreshing.
Is that what he said?
They celebrate life and death at funerals.
Typically.
Okay, so Steven, why don't you go to church?
Well, I don't go to church because I feel like church is a business. And then I feel like if you really read the actual meat and bones of the Bible and the scripture and the word, then you'll see that they say give 10% back. I mean, back in the day, you know, when the religion was originally originated, there wasn't no big churches. You know what I'm saying? They met on hilltops, mountaintops, and things like that. So if you really want to go back to the timeline of everything, how it started, I mean, I just feel like if you give your 10% back to your community and you do everything in good faith, then good will come onto you. So that's how I feel about that.
So you feel like you don't have to go to church, really?
I feel like if you don't, I'm not saying you don't have to go to church. I say church here and there still essential for the word, for the spirit. Because I do say, you know, when you get that selection from a pastor and you get that uplifting from the choir, it does make you feel, and you know, it heals you. It does heal your soul. So I'm not saying just completely away, but I'm saying like it's kind of ridiculous with the big churches with the tremendous amount of members, and you know, just more traditional is the way I would want it to be still.
Okay, so Latin, why don't you go to church?
I go to church rarely. Not because I don't enjoy going, but the meaning and how church is different from when we grow up. When we grew up from to now is just way different. It's a lot of money grabbing. It's like back then you went to church to hear the word, get delivered, but now it's more so of a fashion show. It's who's going, what's popular. I grew up in the church. My uncle was a pastor. My grandmother made me go. My great aunt raised me. I was in the choir. I was playing the drums. I was doing all that. So I realized being in the church every day, 5 days a week, you kind of get tired of it as you get older. So as you grow up, you kind of stray away from it. You start to see the world a little more, and how church is now is more so and this is my opinion, going to church is not what's going to get you in heaven, period. The church is just a building. At the end of the day, it's going to be destroyed just like everything else out here. So I look at it as
like
your
you don't
personal,
need to go.
Well, yeah, and your personal relationship,
so
right? Your personal relationship, your personal relationship with God is what's going to get you to heaven. They say He know your heart. At the end of the day, me going to church is not what's going to get me to heaven. My personal relationship with Him is what's going to get me to heaven.
Okay, Wayne, how you feel about it, Wayne? Why don't you go?
I think they're kind of. Oh, okay. Me. I didn't say I ain't go.
You didn't say that. You're right.
You right. Okay.
Excuse
we recording right now.
Yeah.
Nah. But real spill. I go. You dig? I should go more, but only reason I don't go because I ain't got a car. You feel me?
So
but that really ain't a reason. But really that ain't a reason. But yeah, that's really it. You feel me? I got a scripture tatted on me. That's my first tattoo. So.
Alright, so you church with ya.
Yeah, I got it with me all the time. You feel me?
All the time. One scripture out of the whole Bible. And he got the Bible with him.
I mean, he's trying to throw a little sneak diss on Jesus.
Fuck you, nigga.
Man, okay, so I don't go to church because I feel like similar to Lana, I don't feel like you need to go to church to get to heaven. I feel like your relationship with God is what's going to get you there.
Yeah.
So, I feel like as long as you're doing what you need to do to stay connected to God, I feel like as long as you, like they say, tithe, give 10%, as long as when you get paid, you do something good for somebody else, practice everything that's in the Bible, but you don't necessarily have to go to church to get it. I feel like I've seen a lot of corruption in the church. I've seen a lot of, everybody human. They not, they ain't perfect. They ain't angels. But at the end of the day, like, I just don't feel comfortable, like, following somebody who's not all the way walking into what they're talking about. Like, you can't tell me to do it and you're not doing it.
Can't lead a flock and you out here messing up too.
So at the end of the day, it just seems like everybody is flawed. So it's like, you need to find God within yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need to have to go. But some people need guidance and stuff like that. It's just that I think that the people in the church are so wrapped up in their roles that they don't even think about, like, your relationship with God is what's really important. Like, are you really speaking in tongues, or are you doing some weird shit up there? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really that close that you can speak in tongues in front of everybody and be talking to God? It's like a lot of stuff is just, I don't know. And then they condemn a lot of people. They put down a lot of people, and it's like, you supposed to love everybody.
It's a judgmental space.
They judge so much.
Very
judgmental space.
Very.
And so, I think that it's true that everybody at the table is Christian, right?
Yeah.
So, have you guys ever been, like, thought about practicing any other religions? Have you ever
I wouldn't say, like, I necessarily thought about it. Yes, I have. Actually, yes, I have.
Okay.
Because I feel like all the religions are similar in some way. Yeah. And then Christianity isn't the oldest religion. So that sparks my interest, because it's like, if there's religions out here that started before our religion, how do we know that our religion is the one true religion if we don't at least find out about the other religions?
Right.
because they all relate. There's always a greater power.
All of them. Yep.
Whether you believe in one or whether you believe in multiple greater powers, there's always a greater power that guides the few. You know, there's always a greater power that guides the few. Well, that guides the many. So there's always a greater power. So it's like, okay, if there's
Where did you get that from, bro?
Huh?
Did you come up with that by yourself?
What do you mean?
It's always a greater power that guides the many.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn,
just off the
like
spot.
what?
Just off the spot. I mean, just off the spot, yes. Because if you think about it, okay, Allah, God, Buddha, you know, there's always, you always pray to someone. You always, some type of tithes and offering, whether it's through.
Even Greek mythology, like a lot of their stories are like the same as like the ones in the
They
Bible.
follow the same
Zeus,
guidelines.
that.
Yeah, they follow the same guidelines. So how
Yeah,
can you not think? I mean, I will say, you know, a lot of African Americans, you know, they go to Muslim. So I had to figure out what that was about. You know, look up into that, and also, I don't know why, but I was just interested. I just do things sometimes, and it was a group of Mormons. They used to it's like they scouted on our campus, and they would be sitting there on campus, and they would, you know, tell you about their religion. They even meet up with you in the library and everything. Yeah. And they had some similar beliefs, but I feel like theirs was more Americanized. Like theirs was like they actually had a man who met with like God or somebody in the wilderness, and he was bestowed a great power, and he was a prophet. I'm like, okay, so we think that Jesus was born and he was a great prophet. So they have a human, like they have a, you know, an actual person that was a great prophet, sort of onto like the Jesus aspect, but more on a lower level. So it's like they're just run more like a business, because I've been there, and it's like politics when you go in there. So I know a lot of politicians probably practice Mormon. Right. So it just, I feel like a lot of people relate to the religion. Religions relate to certain type of people.
Yeah.
So then,
yeah, for sure.
I feel like it's all based on what type of person you want to be and what your lifestyle is to the religion that you attract to the most.
Okay.
I agree with that.
I think that most people do that. I think that's what most people relate to and do is pick a religion that suits them and their lifestyle and what's suitable for them and their families for the most part.
Okay, I definitely agree with that. So, Len, have you ever looked into other religions?
No, not necessarily, and that's maybe because the way I was raised, I was just taught Christianity pretty much, but I've seen other religions, but I never really wanted to get to know or be curious to even try to practice. I think what Steven said, like he said, Muslims, a lot of time you see so many, and growing up, especially in the black community, you see a lot of them, especially, you know, we see on the street and stuff like that. So I looked at it, but it just never was for me to even try to even explore other religions.
Yeah. Laner, have you ever looked at other religions?
I didn't did my research on my history.
Right.
And, you know, checked out the God before our God.
Wait, you did do it? Or
yeah.
you said, who was the guy before our God?
I want to say his name was,
Please tell us, please.
Nah, listen. Because in the Greek alphabet, the letter J was not, you know, in there. You know what I mean? It was not found.
Is that true, Steven?
It's a known fact. You feel me? It's a known fact.
Is that true, Steven?
It was.
Damn near.
Oh, damn.
He damn near might be right with that one.
Oh, shit.
I want to say his name was...
Where'd Jay come from?
Jesus.
Wow. Put that shit together. So perfect.
If y'all can see our faces right now.
Right.
Alright, bro. So what's the dude's name?
I can't.
Juice.
No, his name, he started with a Y. And it's,
Young boy?
his name is,
What, you about to Google it?
Man, yeah,
Oh
I might show you them facts. All I do is facts.
I don't know. Like, I know I have a lot of different friends and they practice different religions, stuff like that. I've never wanted to practice one. The only one that I would say I was kind of considering was Buddhism because they like really peaceful, serene. They're like really kind. They don't require a lot to live. They like live on the bare like minimum, and I feel like they're like people who are like really peaceful. They're like a whole like peaceful zone, and I feel like they're like the most spiritual ones too. So I was like, if I would have to be anything, it would probably be Buddhism. But I do believe in God, and I believe in Jesus, and all that stuff. So, but I just believe more that you don't have to go to church to do all that.
I'm looking on the facts check.
Google.
He was right about that, Jay.
I told you.
Oh,
I told you.
Right
I told you. I told you he was right. I told you he was right. They said they replaced the J with the I.
Yeah.
And I'm about to tell you. Why. Okay. Hold on, because there's more facts, you feel me? I know more facts, you feel me?
What's the fact, Glenn?
The Greek god is Zeus.
Okay, I just said that, but you said no.
I know, but
So what's the why?
What I'm saying.
What, Wayne? You can't be pausing for that long.
Of course, D is Delta, K is Kappa.
Yeah, I know.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
They didn't have J. I was thinking about
B beta, A alpha. Okay.
I was thinking about that shit in my head. I was like,
have you guys ever made
he
an
did it
atheist?
right. Yes, I have not.
I have.
You have it?
Yes, I have not.
I have, and
Okay.
their thinking is, it'll cause a whole argument between what you believe in and what they believe in. And they don't believe in like the God, like the world was created by a higher being or anything like that. You know, they believe an asteroid crashed into this planet, formed life, everything developed from life and developed.
Doesn't scientologists believe that too, y'all?
Yes.
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 And we all
That's
came
an
from
interesting
apes.
one too. Like that's a reach one.
We all came from apes, but my argument used to be like, okay, why are apes still developing into humans? Then if we all everything came from apes and developed into an ape into a human, and there's so many apes out here.
Yeah.
Why are monkeys
So
still
okay, I got a
developing?
question. So on like let's try to rate them from rich to poor, the people who practice the religions the most. What do you think the poorest people practice?
Christianity.
Or Catholicism, because I know a lot of Hispanics who do.
Catholics.
Yeah, Catholic.
Catholics.
Because you don't gotta get no tithes. do you?
Because Catholic, your poor is poor and your rich is rich.
Yeah.
They really don't have that much of a middle class.
Yep.
Yeah,
Your middle class is kind of poor.
yeah. So then, what's next? Christianity, of
I would
course.
say Christianity.
I feel like the religions with the most faith are the ones like this. Like you have to have faith are the ones that are like the most.
So
poorest
Muslim
ones.
would be, what would you put?
Muslim would be right above Christianity.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the highest. It'd be right above Christianity.
So like,
Then I think it's Buddhism. Then I think it's like
is Indian more Buddhism?
yeah, I believe
Arabs?
so.
Arabic is the
Hinduism.
richest.
Yeah.
Whoever the Arabs are the richest. They have gold statues and shit all the
So
time.
Scientologists aren't.
I think that was something made up.
Scientologists are American.
one
They're
of them.
American rich.
Yes. 100%.
They're American rich.
Okay, the Arabs are Muslims, aren't they?
Yes, I
Ooh,
think.
wait. They might be Muslims. I don't know, because I know they separate. I know they separate
They
those.
have something different like
Right.
this. They don't like one, and the one doesn't like the other.
I think the Arabs don't like the Muslims like that. I think. I don't know. Are the Muslims? I don't know. Let me look that
I
up.
don't know. That's a good question. Wayne, have you found a thing yet?
I can say this. I ain't never seen no black Muslims.
Oh, y'all
Right.
forgot about
Gas
Jehovah's
stations.
Witnesses. How we forget about them?
Well, Jehovah's Witnesses.
That goes. I'm gonna be real.
Them the uppity black people.
But they
Yeah.
really right there with Christianity. Keep it
Those
above
are like the
me.
bougie black people.
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
Like anybody who got time to walk
Islamic.
around through the doors,
Islamic.
you got money to take
They're Islamic.
Oh yeah.
Islam.
So they're
Okay.
No, so the Muslims. So the Muslims. came off of Islam. So Muslims were created from the Nation of Islam.
Oh, okay.
They're a part of the Nation of Islam.
Right.
I think it's other religions that are part of the Nation of Islam, but the Nation of Islam is the grand, the grand religion over them.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Wayne, did you find it yet?
No.
You didn't?
He had a good point. He still proved a good point. There wasn't a J.
What was it?
They passed it with a O. I mean with an I.
Hey,
With an I.
You should also know that type of stuff.
I said that he's damn near right.
Okay, so I was thinking like, do you think, Stevie, you're a Greek?
I mean, I was reading just now.
Iota.
I would think, Stevie, you're a Greek.
Iota.
Do you guys consider, like,
Iota.
I don't know, I wouldn't consider you guys a religion. You guys are like a gang more than you are a religion. You're like an organization. But you know
what?
Beliefs, though.
You know what? You know what? We are an established organization of like-minded beings trying to better the community, but with any high society affiliation, there's always a period of demise.
Okay.
So right now we might be in a slight period of demise because of the things that are happening.
Okay.
Yeah,
surrounding our, divine nine, with the little faults that people see now because of social media and things like that. So more of your truths are exposed, and then you're not such sacred no more.
What would you consider like a cult? What is a cult?
The cult is like the ones where you follow and you're just.
Cults?
I guess those could be religious.
A cult?
Not a religion.
A cult? A cult?
They're like a stronger version of a gang, really.
They like.
They're willing to kill each other.
They're like.
Themselves for.
That's like a sacrificial mafia.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you're.
Because they like more of a when religions they're like the high society individuals, private secret society individuals who still practice they like sacrifice, things like that, like
Illuminati.
Yeah, like more of a minimized version of that.
Right.
More for those middle class people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really, if you want to be honest.
What,
Think about people. Our cults are middle
people,
class.
Honestly, I feel like people in cults who they don't have nowhere to go, so they join the cult. Like they don't have nothing to believe in, so they give us something to believe in.
Yes, but cults are kind of militant too, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What you about to say?
This may be off topic, but knowing what's going on with your organization and stuff, how do you feel about the position you guys in right now?
Knowing what's going on, I mean, you got things put in place to where really there's going to be structure.
Okay.
There's always going to be structure reestablished, even if you have to go through a couple years of downtime. It's just always going to be structure reestablished. I feel like it's getting back to more of the back for the community part, and got a little wild for a second, but now it's getting back more to that, and it's just we as a unit need to unify more to show the community to unify, so that unity can be widely spread around the community more, because we are influential. People do see us as high people in society, you know what I'm saying? And then when you think about the connections we have, the things that we do, how we get back to the community, a lot of our principles, manhood, scholarship, perseverance, uplift,
Right.
Friendship is essential to our soul. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about things like that. So we preach, positivity, and actually act on that in the community. That's why community service is such a thing that, service is such a thing that is highly, preached. Because we like to give back to the community. It's just that we have to publicize that more than the negatives get publicized.
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, like, what did you think, like, would you say a fraternity is kind of like a cult? Because you guys are giving your lives to you guys are, like, pledging.
That's why I asked.
Like, pledging your lives to an organization. Like, you guys are in it for life.
I mean, we do
and you guys have to be solid on certain principles, I would think. I don't know for sure, but
we do say all of my love, my peace and happiness. That's how we feel. I mean, all of your love, your peace and happiness, that just shows your devotion to life. Like, you devoting to your community, and you got a like-minded brotherhood, a like-minded connection, a like-minded network of people who are also pledging to do the same thing. And that's all that is. Okay. Is a unified group of African American males and females, all on the same mission, just in different ways.
Okay. So do you feel that the organization you with and your religion, do you feel like they cross over or conflict sometimes?
Oh no, they never conflict. They all share. We had Bishop. You know what I'm saying? We had our founder was a bishop. You know what I'm saying? He was a preacher. We had preachers. A lot of preachers. You might not know that, but we do. Contain a lot of preachers, ministers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of influential individuals like Michael Jordan. Everybody loves Michael Jordan. Right. Michael Jordan, Vince Carter. You know what I'm saying? Langston Hughes. You know what I'm saying? Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Smiley. You know what I'm saying? A lot of influential people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of influential people in society and life are the bros, and like we just really just like to give back to the community on a positive note. And our religion ties into a lot of what we do. You know what I'm saying? We give back to the community. We take pride in, you know what I'm saying, protecting women and protecting kids, children, elderly people, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that you got to watch who you bring in. Because sometimes when you bring in certain people, it's like, that that's not what y'all do. But if somebody see it on social media and run with it, then that's what's publicized about y'all. So that's the image that y'all might have.
How far we can go into like talking about this, and I don't want nothing to happen to you as far as this, but I'm just saying, like, is it hard to like find like-minded individuals?
What you mean?
Is it easy, or does it depend on the clout of your organization? You know what I'm saying?
You talking about within the D9 or within society? Like within like when we looking for people?
Yeah, if y'all like, I know y'all gotta
interest.
People.
Our interest?
Yeah, you gotta get people to come to your So is it hard to find like-minded individuals? Seems like they have to be
interested.
They have to have a lot of qualities in order. They can be interested, but that don't mean they get picked. Or does everybody get picked?
I mean, A versus 80, member versus man for my fraternity, at least, I mean, we typically, I would say, out of all the Greek letter societies, we probably initiate the least, you know what I'm saying, most likely. Because I come from a chapter definitely that only, we had a big line recently, but other than that, it's only been like maybe one or two other big lines. Yeah, we're definitely selective because.
Is it just not people interested?
No, we're selective because there's always people interested. Trust me, there's always people interested.
Okay. So if people aren't interested in your fraternity, are you whack? Is your fraternity whack? Let's say people not interested.
If people,
what does that look like in the Greek world?
If people not interested in your fraternity, it's not always if people interested in your fraternity, because there's always gonna be somebody interested, because there's always gonna be somebody interested for some reason, because with that comes notoriety, with that comes recognition, and a lot of people want that notoriety, recognition, but you weed out the goods with the bads. And since we give back to the community so much, since we're such influential factors, who doesn't want to be an influential factor? There's a lot of people who became the bros, who wanted to be the bros because they were influenced by the bros.
Right.
So, are influenced by, a Delta, or influenced by a AKA, or influenced by, what I'm saying? So they want to be that because they seen that positivity. They seen how they were giving back to the community. So there's never really a shortage for any, organization. It's just how selective are they? Are they active on that campus? are in that community, really.
Okay. Anybody else got any questions for Steve?
Nope. Next subject, right?
Next subject. All right, y'all.
Next.
We did focus on that part a lot.
Man.
We did focus on that. Okay, so the next
I brought the sauce.
We want to go into the current events. We'll be right back, y'all. All right, now we back. So we back now to do our current events. All right, our 3 current events for this week is we're gonna talk about the baby beating up that nigga.
Poopity.
Then we're gonna talk about Reese.
Shitted
on himself.
Shitty about that one.
We fucked up about that one. And then we're gonna talk about the NBA Finals, Kevin Durant, and we're gonna talk about a lot of shit that got to do with that. I know the boys already talk about that. So the baby, he was just minding his business in South Park Mall in Charlotte. I actually used to live in Charlotte, and I love that mall. That's like the uppity mall. So like in Indianapolis, I like to compare Charlotte to Indianapolis a lot. That's Indianapolis where we're from, and Charlotte has this like they have malls where they just have all exclusive stores like upscale stores like Louis Vuitton and shit. Burberry,
okay,
Michael Kors and all that stuff. That's
everything
in one mall.
You need.
Then they got all the regular stores in the other malls. So that's how they have it. So South Park is where they have Louis Vuitton and everything. Burberry.
Yep.
And the baby was in there just shopping, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing. And here comes Cam Cold-Hearted. He came in there. Supposedly Cam says that he was in there getting his belt first, and then Lil Baby came in there. For what it looks like on the video, looks like Lil Baby and his cousin maybe it's really his security guard.
Checking out.
We'll turn it off. So he had his security guard. They looked like they were like checking out, and Cam turned on his camera and started talking shit about Lil Baby. Then you fast forward to the next scene where Lil Baby talking shit to Cam.
The baby.
What's happening? Then you fast forward to the third scene where we see Cam Cold-Hearted with his pants down with a bloody ass nose.
Thinking he in Wyoming.
Bruh.
City.
Then fast forward after that, we see Cam Cold-Hearted talking about much success. We wish him much success. Like, that nigga was just confused. So,
you know what he wanted.
How did y'all feel about that when y'all saw that? When y'all first saw that, what happened?
Publicity stunt. He tried to try him. Got beat up. I don't care. Like, he swung. I seen him swing, so, hey, y'all want to say he jumped on, y'all want to say he got help. I seen that nigga swing on him. If his nigga jumped in when a nigga swung on him, hey, so be it. But
ain't nothing fair fights no more in life.
Like, but he tried to he initiated the contact and he swung first. So after what happened is just speculations. All I seen was he on the ground, all shit faced. I'm like, oh my god, he looked like he was a La La Land. You could have asked that nigga how old he was. He would have said 21. Nigga didn't even know.
He was at bingo.
Where was he at?
85. So, clink, bingo.
So from the reports, it seems like Kim been talking shit about the baby. Sorry, y'all, be going back and forth.
He was agitating me.
Yeah, he was getting on his like last nerve for the last like
in his personal space. Like, he didn't have to start recording.
Facts.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So, he wanted smoke. He got it.
So the baby came back and started recording.
He wanted smoke.
So like, how do you feel about it?
You got what you asked for. Yeah. Nah, if nigga got problem out here, if you really had beef out here, if you've been trolling this nigga for months, all year, really.
That's done their stalkers.
I mean, and then when you see him in the mall, like, when you say on site, it's on site. But I mean, when you was on site, you was talking, recording, trying to get your views up. You got your views up. You got your attention. I mean, the baby gonna bring that to you, but he also brought an ass whooping in his back pocket too. And whether he jumped you or not, nigga, at the end of the day, you gotta be prepared for that.
You was just willing to accept all that.
You a grown ass man.
After you said that nigga wasn't shit.
Right. You said nigga what's up, you ain't scared of nothing. So I done been in fights to where you gotta fight 2 or 3 niggas and it's just on one. You either gonna knock them niggas out or you gonna take an ass whooping. You took an ass whooping. It is what it is, and you got what you asked for. You got. I mean, and I think I remember him saying afterwards, you know, his post ass whooping, I got 50K new followers. All right, you do. Well, was it worth the ass whooping though? I mean,
they done made shirts out of the shit now.
That's crazy to me, man.
They made shirts out of it.
When does it be cool to troll niggas and get whooped? And I mean, got your ass. So
let's sorry to go to the next subject, but I feel the same way about Lil Reese. That situation kind of just happened to
So
him.
what happened with Lil Reese, everybody, is niggas call him lacking. Let's just say that. And all we see on the video is just Reese getting jumped, basically. And then we see him with shit in his pants. We see a nigga with some YG faces on. And he had some shit all on that shit. Like,
can't mess up.
And it was water, and them shit look like piss.
That nigga, we don't know that nigga. He's an op, so don't call him what he had on with
Facts. I feel you. I felt that.
I'm with you with that.
I feel you, bro.
I'm that nigga. You're right.
They kind of look dusty anyway, but hey, shitty on them.
How did y'all feel about that when y'all saw that? Like, I just feel like this week a lot of niggas been getting knocked out. Shit, we didn't even have Deontay Wilder as a motherfucking or Anthony Joshua. Like how
Joshua got knocked out.
He got his ass beat. I feel like this has been like a fucking couple of months full of niggas getting their ass beat. Like,
yeah. Hey, I say this is about to be a hot ass summer niggas see, nigga.
It started off with Adrian Broner.
Boom, boom, boom. Like, nigga.
What happened to bro? Oh, yeah, he got his ass beat.
Man,
beat the shit out of him.
He was talking a lot of stuff and then got beat up. Beat up.
That's really
Instagram.
But
that sounds like what happened to everybody, though, because that's what happened to the dude that Deontay Wilder was fighting, too. Like, he was talking shit to Deontay, came up on Deontay, like, talking shit about his family, then he got his ass knocked the fuck out in 2 minutes.
Which one? The one with the dreads?
30.
Yeah.
No, he ain't got no dreads.
The fat dude, heavy set?
I thought it was the nigga with the dreads.
No.
Remember it was the light-skinned
Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
Knocked his ass on a minute 30 tops.
But I mean, I kind of expected that. Brazil was too pushy.
All right, but we didn't see that Joshua getting his ass whooped.
But now Joshua? Nah, it wasn't all fight. He knocked him down too. Give him his respect. He knocked him down. At least
down 7 times though.
Did he knock dude down a couple times too?
He knocked him twice in the first round. That was it.
Right, then he just started tweaking.
Got his ass tweaking. Bro.
I mean, we in Mexico and they over there. They celebrating. I'm celebrating with them. That's the heavy.
Dude was hitting him with the sloppiest punches. He was hitting him with the sloppiest of punches. And was just cracking him. He just got to going back to Mexico
on
his ass.
If he doing that over there, he would have knocked his ass out because sloppy is what he can't deal with.
Hell nah.
Joshua is so like
hit that nigga with
so precise with his shit. He's like a boxer. He ain't really ready for them swinging out of nowhere.
He's not. That wild shit threw him off because he's used to niggas 1-2 head bob 1-2 head bob uppercut left right. Like, that's what that nigga used to. That nigga said, bitch, pow, 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 book up. That nigga, oh shit, hold on, wait. Where that shit coming from, my nigga?
Right.
Right.
I'm like, that nigga is short and flubby.
Bro, he looked like, what the fuck?
Back to Reese, though.
Everybody kept saying he looked like Butterbean.
Go under him.
That nigga look like a biscuit. He beat your ass a biscuit with
some corn. Nah, they look like the biscuit that got popped. You know when you pop the biscuits up in there, that's that little nigga right there with the gravy on top. And threw a little salt and pepper for his hair.
He beat that motherfucking bottle of creatine ass.
Facts.
Facts. Fuck that creatine.
Hey, that's what it was. He couldn't stand them hits. That creatine wore down. Fucked up. Hey, he stopped taking it. No, what he did is he stopped taking that damn muscle enhancer, and he thought he was gonna beat him and then be able to work out for Wilder. Psych.
No, nigga, he wasn't ready.
Psych.
He never was ready. Really condition. But with Reese, I was shocked with Reese.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was kind of hurt. But my thing is this: for Reese to say a lot of the stuff he says in his songs and stuff, we all know. Niggas,
he made a song about you better not be caught like it. Like
right.
It's man down.
That's exactly where I was going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
How do you get jumped by 3 niggas and you prophesize about never lacking?
Facts.
You got a CD called No Lacking.
But
a song called No Lacking.
also, I mean, if you stay
and this is now.
True, you got a little more money now.
Switch this shit up.
All right.
Facts.
Still been talking shit.
Facts.
But was that in Chicago? Because if it was in Chicago, nigga, you
I
can't
didn't
be
even say
lacking.
that. I didn't even check that.
If he was in Chicago,
There's no way he should be lacking.
Tell me this.
He shouldn't be by himself any day.
Do y'all really think he boo-booed on himself?
Yes, he
Bro,
should
he
on
did shit on
That
himself,
shit.
bro.
Some
I'm
running
shitty.
shit too. Pissing shit on himself. I mean, damn.
If you did, both of you robbed you and you shit on yourself, you got them banned. Are you going to go get some money first, help, or go take a shower?
Now you was saying this.
take a
off,
shower.
We set this off podcast. We both believe he probably shit on himself because he thought he was gonna die.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna die.
I thought somebody was gonna. I mean, if I'm getting,
I said he shit on himself because he probably got scared. Like, oh shit,
they gonna kill me.
like I should shit on myself. They probably died.
Yeah,
Like he probably had the bubble guts.
he did.
Nigga, they probably hit him in his stomach and he made him shit.
Facts. I think that's what happened.
You feel me?
I feel like that's what
I'm
happened.
holding them, hit me in my stomach, folks. Shit, y'all boo boo.
Right.
Well, it looks like the rapper who supposedly did it was talking about how.
Who names?
I'm trying to see.
When they recorded it, it was the goon.
So it was some other rappers that did it. It wasn't.
Supposedly.
It was a hit.
But I'm just
Yeah,
like
I'm sitting
like
by
y'all said, I'm
myself.
trying to figure out how he got caught lacking like
Hit.
by himself.
By himself. That's my thing. You were by yourself in Chicago. If he was in
If he
Chicago,
was in this
Right.
city,
Right. and
But that's the thing you need to. All rappers like to need to get up out their city though. You feel me? Cause
facts. You wind up like
you all
Snoop.
off in your city, man. People see you, boy. You shining.
They want what you got.
People see you, boy.
So the nigga's name is supposedly Hex, and he said this is what happens when the so-called Chirac Grim Reaper plays with the wrong people. He ends up beat up, shitting on himself, and getting all this little money took out his pocket. That fake tough shit never getting you nowhere. Now,
He's called the Chirac Grim Reaper for a reason. You don't. That's a nickname. Somebody, you earned that. You just.
I mean, but as a person, you have to know that okay, if he's been out here this long and he's like what, probably different 30 now, and a nigga tried him, niggas gonna eventually try you. They don't care.
There's always some young niggas that's hungry.
Right? He ain't even gotta be young. He could be a nigga who been on and now he got beef with that nigga, but didn't at first. And he just as tough as him.
Right.
He gonna pull up on you. He had a couple niggas with him and jumped you. Alright, he like, bitch, you ain't gonna never stand a chance. I'm gonna just bap you off top, nigga. He caught him. Boom. But the fact that he shitted on himself was embarrassing.
Fortunately, there
Was
were
embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
no bodies lying dead in this.
Right.
You know, because
So
Lord knows if Reese had a gun or they had a gun, somebody probably would have been shot.
they
killed
definitely
dead.
probably had a gun.
Man down, bow, bow.
Yeah.
My
Somebody had a 40 on them.
My little
They
nigga,
definitely had
They
a
keep a
gun.
40 or a 30 in Chicago. Straight. And they want the Glock.
Just to be
Facts.
politically correct, in Chicago, 30s are illegal. You cannot even have a extended clip. They don't even sell extended clips in Chirac.
man, bro, he must have been real starter, bro, to shit on himself, bro. Maybe they just started. Maybe he just got started.
Oh,
Right, oh shit.
oh shit, literally. Oh shit.
Niggas touching me.
Like,
Niggas is touching me.
bro, he might have just got startled, bro.
What the fuck?
Right, bro.
I
You
believe-
got shit on yourself.
I
That shit.
believe.
Hey,
Bro,
probably-
just imagine you got
If he
this
just got,
shit,
if he,
bro.
hey, what if his back was turned and then he just got clobbered? Like out of nowhere, I probably shit myself
And you
too.
already
And you
got-
getting stomped, nigga.
Nigga-
As soon as niggas
always
see you,
got one
nigga.
piece of doo-doo already ready.
Listen. That's not good.
Waiter already know. Waiter knows. Them niggas be already ready.
They already be ready.
That
Shit.
Y'all
Nigga
be fucked
shitty.
up. So you already know he probably was
Right.
already in
Already shitty.
already on his way to
Already
shit.
shitty.
Whoa.
Niggas don't eat shit but
Where
fuck
was he coming
snacks.
out of? Where
Right.
was he at?
We don't know, bro. They don't have no.
He was on the side.
They don't get no details. Like, was that real or fake, bro? Like,
it gotta be
bro,
real. All that shit. I'm not shitting for.
Right.
Why you say all that shit?
Nigga, you see all that shit on his shoe? That's gotta come. First of all, that had to come
through them
out the jeans, out the drawers, up his back.
Nah, it came through his.
If it went right through, that's a lot of shit,
bro. He was fucking nervous, bro. He started.
He's the only shitty nigga gonna jump me to death.
He started doing his shit.
I ain't never seen nobody play it so cool because we just watched the video with him afterwards. He like, shit. I'm good. Y'all already know I ain't lacking. Come on, man.
You gotta come back hard, bro.
Then he took a shower, bro.
I would have took them drawers off that time and wiped my ass with the drawers.
When he got picked up, when he got picked up, his niggas was probably like, "What the fuck is that smell?"
What, nigga? Yeah, take them drawers off, bro.
Somebody had no niggas with him.
Shit, was he dropping by himself?
Bro, it was a female. You didn't hear the female in the background? She said, "Stop jumping him" or something like that. Get off of him. She said some shit like that. It was a female in the background.
You talk to you with a female lacking.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you now.
You not paying attention. You gon' get started on the 5 niggas
Chicago. She said, "Mom, I'm saying." She ain't try to help him.
What the fuck is she gonna do?
She gotta do something.
She gonna piss and shit on her.
If I get jumped, you thinking if some niggas jump me, what you gonna say? Get off of them.
That's what she said.
You gonna get what you gonna? Are you gonna try to help?
You want me to start helping you with 5
over
niggas?
Here,
I mean,
it's different now.
This
over
is a
here.
real ass conversation.
Y'all,
right now,
y'all need y'all gun permit. Y'all need to get licensed.
When?
Y'all can do y'all thing.
Where?
Whenever. Government, wherever.
Oh, you talking about if we anywhere we go shoot?
Oh, wait a minute. Here in the Nap in the city where we at.
Bro, how you know we ain't got one? Don't we try to put our business out there like we ain't got one already, bro.
I'm just saying. All right, well, y'all need a gun then.
Bro, we're not worried about this happening to us.
We're
trying to figure out why it happened to him. Because Indiana, like, really, you can carry it. If a nigga trying to fuck with you, them white people don't give a fuck here.
Well,
they like shoot his ass.
I don't think I got an answer.
Well, that may be
I think you just bypassed that question real quick.
I don't know. Him, man, shit. The Chirac, he can't get caught with a pistol. He going down, and then he not that tight. Like, then he low key. Money ain't up like that, but he up. You feel me? I don't know.
You don't.
So we don't know why. If he did, it would have been a whole different situation.
Somebody would have died. I said it. Fortunately, nobody died out of this.
He said call for them.
Yeah.
But he was talking.
So basically, the fucking synopsis is stop talking shit. Like, stop talking shit.
But I don't think Reese.
Or you will shit on yourself. Yeah. If you talk shit, you will shit on yourself. You gonna get some
niggas has been ass out all week lately.
All month. Like,
shit it on.
Camco Harder ass out. Reese, you shitting on yourself ass out.
That Dominique, is that his name? That was from Deontay Wilder.
She got knocked.
Anthony Joshua, lame ass, was letting that nigga wear his belt and shit before he even won the fucking championship.
Yeah, you know that?
He let him take a picture with the belt.
Like the dude who knocked him out before the fight, he was letting him hold his belts and take pictures with his belts and shit. What champion you know do that shit?
Deontay definitely ain't doing that.
I'm not letting you touch shit, nigga. My belt?
Nah. So I mean,
hard. Yeah,
you can't even believe.
I knocked him out after that shit. Look,
hey, can I take a picture of your championship belts?
I would have knocked his ass too. Knocked his ass out too.
Bro,
he too friendly.
Bro, I need them.
He too friendly.
I need all 3 of them.
As soon as I would have seen them motherfuckers, these mine.
That didn't do nothing but make them hungry. Shit.
I was been flexing these mine.
His family probably like, that look good on you, player.
Hey, Hans, that look good on you, say. Take this shit off his back. It's your championship belt. Bring that home to me so I can take pictures.
Okay, mate.
Alright.
Okay, mate. Is he a pirate?
Oh, fuck. That nigga still on the bird shit.
That nigga was straight smoke.
Where's me booty?
Oh my god, bro. Why?
No. Good fight,
That nigga was...
Bruh, alright.
You can't do the Hispanic at all.
Alright, bruh, what do I be saying?
Sierra La Boca.
Nah, I don't see Sierra La Boca.
No, he need to see
He need to see Sierra La Boca. Shut the fuck up. Right. Alright, our next topic is
Booyaka.
the finals. Niggas, this is for y'all, really. So,
shit,
how
you
y'all feel about Kevin
Bowling!
Why are you like this?
Swish with no assist.
Oh.
He had a swish with no assist.
You know how I
Okay, so I will say, like,
SawCast,
before the
SawCast,
finals, I was feeling like Kevin Durant ass was just not wanting to play because his ass. I mean,
some people say he shouldn't have played while he was injured. That was like kind of like foolish mistake, but he pushed himself. So I mean, that's what a good player do. You feel me? They risked it all for their team.
That's what champions do.
Team. Yeah, that's what champions do. They risked it for their team. So he probably knew what was best. But if he don't make a speedy recovery, he still believes in his team.
I think it was forced.
One monkey don't stop the show.
The pressure from the organization, the fans, us as people.
Really, his coach.
His coach, the president of basketball operations, everybody, his teammates.
Ball movement on the court, the way he had everything is a lot of pressure on everybody, but he just got damaged. He just pulled his Achilles shit.
I look at it as he felt like he don't want to be made a liar. So he went out there and took a chance. I mean, in the pregame, he was dunking, he was dancing. It looked like he was fine. Mm-hmm. He was scoring every second. Every time he touched the ball, he played only 12 minutes. He scored 12 points. Mm-hmm. He's scoring a bucket a minute. I mean, but at the end of the day, you know your body more than anybody else. I don't care who is evaluating your body, saying you ready to go or you're not ready to go. You know how you feel. Nobody else know how you feel. So if he knew
the way that nigga was fucking doing that two-step right the game.
Right. Well, he looked straight. He looked fine.
He should have been doing that.
I'm telling you, in pregame he was dunking and everything.
That much pressure on it. He probably running up and down the court doing like suicide. I don't know if he just.
He wasn't going hard.
When
he went hard, that's when it popped.
He went too. He was going too hard.
And you seen the muscle
he don't
literally
have to go hard.
In game,
his leg.
In game is different than pregame.
Exactly.
Like pregame is nothing but a show.
Ain't nobody hitting you. You ain't running around screens. You ain't cutting.
I say the best thing for him.
He tried to cross that man over,
and he pulled. It popped.
He knew he was about to cross him on his socks.
It popped. Now, how do y'all feel about that? Did y'all see the post interview with the president of basketball operations, acting like he was crying? Like he was sad about the whole situation.
I don't think he was acting like he was.
I didn't see a tear come down his eye.
Yeah, but so what does that mean?
I'm sorry. You gotta understand that he's a champion.
Okay.
And no, but you know, I feel like we're gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't see a tear.
You know what?
I didn't feel like it was genuine.
You know what?
That wasn't worse than Drake. Though.
I will say.
Drake was acting like
Degrassi, Aubrey from Degrassi.
He held.
What was his name on Degrassi? I forgot his name.
What was his name on Degrassi?
Whatever his name was.
All I know is Aubrey Hill.
Aubrey played his role. He definitely played his role. He played his role. He made it look nice. He's an entertainer. That's what he does.
His name was Jimmy on Degrassi.
Jimmy did his thing out there in Toronto.
Yes, he did.
Jimmy did his thing out there in Toronto.
He got the whole, like we were saying,
sympathy.
Well, Kawhi's got the whole nation behind him, cheering him on.
What nation?
He got all of Canada rooting for them.
Oh, yeah.
Them,
all of Canada.
Motherfuckers up. We are the North.
Yeah.
The yonder. They say we are the North. That's what they say. We are the North.
We don't have a team that we're all rooting for. Right. U.S. basketball, but we don't count that. We always win that. That's the Olympics.
True.
So, you know, we're not all rooting for the Pacers. A lot of people root for Golden State, but it's a lot of Golden State hate this year. They tired of seeing Golden State win.
I mean, but who cares, like, if they have a whole nation?
I think it's a lot of pressure. I never seen a team.
I feel like Golden State has a whole nation against them, their nation.
Facts.
Like, their nation doesn't even, like, believe in them, which is weird as fuck because they're, like, the best team in the fucking league.
Well, they've been the best.
So it's like, how are y'all not... their nation is not rooting for them. And then they have all this shit that's been going on this year.
They had a lot of drama.
They got fucking all these people that's fucking hurt. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is really struggling right now. So, I mean, if they don't fucking win, I won't be mad about it.
In your opinion, do Durant stays after this? Or did this really push it out the door since he pushed
No,
himself?
I think that Durant is definitely going to stay now because he's going to stay, get his little money, and then he's going to be done.
I think if he does stay, it's because people are nervous to take him since they seen that Achilles really tear. And that's normally a 2-year process of recovering back. That's what ended Kobe's career abruptly after he played great.
Yeah, I think Durant's gonna just sit out and sit down.
But it's the same injury Cousins had.
Go to state.
And look how Cousins is. Cousins still ain't recovered. He tore the same thing. I don't think he's gonna get a major contract. I think Golden State actually let him go. They signed him for much of nothing. $5 million.
Nobody wants to sign him though.
True, they signed him for $5 million. $5 million, and he didn't really prove nothing this year either.
But with the Durant. With the Durant situation, I mean, so many speculations because he's unhealthy. Mm-hmm. Paul George broke his leg.
Well, you can say the same thing with
look at Paul George. Though. He broke his leg. Kawhi's Leonard,
hurt.
Same thing.
Yeah, Kawhi's hurt.
Kawhi did the same thing he did, right?
Exactly.
Just about.
Yeah, and he's playing.
But he actually came down on somebody's foot.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
People will invest in him.
Yeah. Honestly, if he's Kevin
chance.
Durant for real,
they're gonna take that chance.
So it's really up to Kevin Durant what he wants to do, but I feel like he's probably just gonna sit it out and go to state. And
well, for one, they can pay him the most money. Can't no organization in NBA offer more than the organization he's already on. Nobody can offer him more money than because when Golden State offer him the max. The most a lot of people can do is match it. Golden State's can match whatever. But it's depending on do they want to even re-sign him, and
nobody gonna want it.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing.
It's Kevin Durant.
It's Kevin Durant. You're gonna have to take that risk. But it is up to him if he wants to re-sign with them. Because if he takes, nobody can give him more money than Golden State. But it's if he wants to stay at Golden State.
And then it's not even like it's not Durant or that like whoever wherever Durant go, that's who's gonna be next champion. It's really like Durant, whoever he go to, he gonna have to like learn that team again and learn how to play again.
Well, like you said, Ariel, before you said like he left OKC for basketball reasons. Granted, you was there 9 years, you didn't get it done. I don't care that he went and joined the team that beat you. Oh well, you went there, you got your championships. If you're leaving for basketball reasons,
he didn't leave.
You've been there to the finals every year. Why would you leave Golden State if you've been to the finals every year? That's basketball reason. That makes no sense for you to leave then.
Okay.
Because you're guaranteed to get to the finals damn near every year.
But you're going off of your assumption of what you think that matters to you.
No, he said basketball reasons. That's basketball.
They're not going to give him the option to go somewhere else if he can't go to the finals. You feel me? Like, he ain't going to do it. Like, that nigga, that's all he want. You feel me?
He wants to go to the championship. So why would you leave?
I feel like the Knicks would take him to, like, whether or not the nigga's playing or not.
The nigga will go to the Knicks to go to the Lakers.
Well, the Knicks are try to give him whatever. They're going to give him the house. Yeah. Whatever you want.
They got it.
You want your back massage after every practice? We'll give you whatever you want.
Like, I feel like the Knicks will take him with his leg messed up. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
they'll take his ass.
All I feel like is there's a lot of speculations of these postseason trades, free agencies, draft picks, draft selections, trades. I just want to see what's gonna happen.
We gotta wait till the finals conclude.
I'm just interested to see what's gonna happen.
Because when you got Thursday, and if it go again Sunday. So if we get to a game 7,
that's tough.
What the fuck is that?
Might walk in a dog or something. I don't know if they can hear that.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, she's coming.
What's the next subject topic?
What's the next topic?
The weeks. Hey, weeks.
What did you say?
I think. Is that it?
No, that was it. That was all. We was talking about Durant. Y'all done talking about Durant?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty much that until the finals conclude and we see what the hell happens.
Yeah, I feel like who y'all think is gonna win?
Golden State in Game 7.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, listen.
Toronto in Game 6.
I'm gonna do 100% look up and down, but I'm going.
Flat.
I'm going 40.
41. Not points.
I'm going 40% on Warriors.
Okay.
60% on Raptors.
So you going
in what game? What game do you
Game
think?
6 or
Game
7?
6.
Game 6, the next game?
Yeah, this next game.
Okay. In Golden State?
Yes.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
At home, it's gonna be tough.
I'll take those odds.
But you see the same way how they just came back,
like Golden State just did it. Right.
Like nigga, that was tough, nigga, because like, boy, if they wouldn't have took who they take out of the game, Draymond or somebody?
No, KD got hurt.
Nah, just this last game, somebody got fouled out and took him.
Oh, he almost did.
Yeah.
He didn't though.
Somebody.
He didn't, but he almost did. Draymond.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nigga, they found like a motherfucking DeMarcus Cousins doing moving picks and all type of shit. Come on, man.
It's a different. It's gonna start different because they're not gonna have that spark from the beginning, so they're gonna be searching for those points.
Yeah.
That 12 points was.
It's gonna come.
They lost about 1.
12 minutes.
By 1. Yeah,
12 minutes.
They got 12 points from Kevin.
But wasn't that 12 minutes?
That's all they needed.
12 minutes. 12 minutes is an important 12 minutes.
47 points.
A quarter.
It's a whole quarter.
Yeah.
A quarter of excellence.
Yeah. It's a whole quarter.
They coming in on
So do y'all think that Golden State needed during that last game? I definitely do.
Absolutely.
He would have been that clutch, that 11 points
Absolutely.
or whatever it was. He would have been that 11 points.
That would have been missing, and the game would have swung a different way.
If he gets to Game 7, do you think he plays Game 7 to try to prove a point?
No.
But
he better not play
if
shit
that's
else.
the case, if y'all say that, then don't y'all think
He played Game 7 on set.
Curry would have been popping if he was doing his thing like hitting
Curry's
gonna be Curry. He averaging 40 now.
Curry.
I feel like if Boogie was boogieing, then we would be doing our thing. But that nigga is not boogieing. That nigga is.
Boogie's not playing. He's playing terrible. He's playing like shit.
He got sparks.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, he do got little spurts like where he get it together, but overall
He hasn't really played with the team this year, really.
At all. That's why he's
chemistry, because it's the finals.
He's expendable.
He has one job. He's the tallest. It's like, just do your job.
But
they're not asking him to really
Rebound,
score.
bro.
Rebound and play defense, really.
That's it.
They're not really asking him to
score. You don't need nothing
score.
else from him.
It's that superstar complex.
He wants to be a superstar, but he ain't getting paid superstar money right now.
Superstar
He
complex.
starts clowning, then that's when he be getting hurt. He needs to relax.
Superstar complex.
I think he has a confidence problem, and he's not in shape. You can see he's not in basketball shape right now.
Yeah, clearly.
KD looked like basketball shape too.
How do y'all feel about that fucking shot by Lowry though? Lord,
terrible shot.
And
bro, I've never seen none of
I
y'all
wanted Van Fleet.
a shot like that.
I wanted Van Fleet to take. Who was that? Who was that dude? That was the old dude. Point guard, backup point guard, Livingston. But that was a perfect matchup.
Yeah.
He was gonna get a and-1 foul.
Remember I said, why did they sub in Livingston? He's gonna get his ass busted.
He had him at the top of the and wanted to pass to Lowry. Wanted to pass to Lowry. Boy, what is you thinking?
Why did you do it?
You were so dumb. What the fuck? What you thinking?
What did I tell you? Kyle Lowry's gonna come up big, and he did.
Man.
He always shows up when I need him to.
Why would they say last? They were saying on Twitter, Kyle Lowry for the win. I said, y'all really fucking retarded for that. Because I know his ass.
He ain't clutch.
He hit behind the fucking
I have a problem with Kawhi Leonard not taking that shot. I don't give a damn if it's two people on you or not. You have to take that shot. Because you're the best on the court.
But he was going to drive for a second, though.
He was taking shot for shot, though. He was actually going up, back and forth.
Yeah.
Up and down the court.
He has to take that shot.
And getting rebound.
He's got to take that shot, in my opinion.
And he was moving the ball around, too.
Even if you didn't have to drive a trap, you could have took it back out, set a pick, and try to do a pick and roll option on that. But, he passed it out to Kyle Lowry.
All right, so we got Steven said Raptors in 6. Like you said, Warriors in 7.
You know I'm saying Warriors in 7.
Lane more so Raptors in 6.
Yeah. The next game Thursday.
I really want the Warriors to go in 7, but I'm so nervous because of how we've been playing. Like, if we can make it to this.
I don't know.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to actually keep it real.
Yeah. I'm scared.
What you going to say, Raptors in 7, really?
Because of the way that we needed them 11 points.
For them to new champion?
Yep.
For Kawhi.
Okay.
Like, he been going hard since the Spurs.
Yeah.
Like, he been going hard, like.
So it's his time.
Think it's his time?
I mean, it just,
if he wins, he carried a team to the championship. He's Jordan-esque.
That's what you do.
That's Jordan shit.
That's true. KD did.
That's true.
Because LeBron can't do it.
That's what KD
much as he trying, he can't do that shit by himself.
Kobe.
He don't do that shit by himself.
That's what you do.
Kobe.
He had Kyrie with him. He
ain't never did by
himself.
himself.
Kawhi's by himself because
he's by himself.
Lowry is so unclutch.
Yeah.
The way he thinks.
Marc Gasol is very inconsistent. Ibaka, please don't.
Bro, he knows some of them is sloppy, so he got to be.
He got Siaka though. Siaka play a little bit, but he inconsistent too.
I mean,
Marc Gasol.
That's why.
Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol. Man, niggas running around that motherfucker like doodle.
Man, he playing the same way Boogie playing, so shit, I ain't
Basically,
worried about either one of them niggas.
To be honest.
Hold on, you got my nigga fucked up. He playing better than Boogie.
Oh, God.
Boogie, Oogie, Woogie.
If Boogie gave us 20, I'd be happy.
He's getting a lot of boards.
He's making an
Alright,
impact.
y'all.
That's
it for the current topic.
It's Wayne in this thing, and you know how I rock, like cut off stockings.
So we gonna make this last part quick because it is late and Steve-O Cup is tired. What's wrong?
What the fuck?
The last part quick?
Yeah.
What's the last part?
The last part is how we feeling this week. Steven, how you feeling this week?
Well, the way that I'm feeling
Nigga
is
is tired, y'all. He get up early.
nigga sleepy.
1 o'clock
Nigga, but what I'm really feeling, nigga, shit. Feel good this motherfucking week. Feel like it's some progress going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually just starting back to I feel like I was neglecting the family a little bit. Back on the family, back on the good vibes. Shit, I'm really staying out the way, you know what I'm saying? Nigga progressing in life, so he gotta stay out the way. I'm keeping the positive energy and the positive energy flowing my way. And shout out to Bay, cause I fuck with her, rock with her the long way. I'm not this bitch.
Alright, man.
Nah, I ain't say that quick, nigga. I fuck with Bay the long way, nigga. Don't fucking do me.
Lad, how you feeling this week?
I'm feeling coming off a little sickness, but feeling real good coming from Cancun. Great this week.
Flex.
Back to reality. Indianapolis life. Fuck shit. Got time for that bullshit.
Oh shit.
Let me stay out the way in the city. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling good.
Alright, Wayne, how you feeling this week?
I ain't even in the mood, dog. Give him round. Duck dog. That's me, man.
That's how you been feeling this week?
Yeah, natural film, man. I've been in my own zone. That's it. But me, I've been good. We chilling. My dude's birthday just passed. Little bro.
How was it? It was a good time.
Lit. Red Lobster was lit. The bread was lit. Bowling. You know, the goat. You know how I do. But
the cat really.
Lit.
El Gato is the cat.
Hey, shout out to Lil Willie. That was
crazy. The
Bro,
I heard boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
That nigga was launching the ball into the
nigga had to get out like he was firing
so
shots.
Playing bowling in.
I think that nigga
was definitely launching that bitch to the gutter every time.
I ain't gonna lie, I think he did it through the spinning around real fast.
Bro, I was mad he tried to act like he didn't see them fucking bumpers. He wanted the bumpers on there. He was
Where these bumpers come from?
He just gonna let that
Who
shit
said
rock.
something? Was that you?
That was like, hey man, take the
I think that
bumpers
was Leah.
off. No, Leah did. I was
Leah
gonna let
said
him
something.
know.
I was like, no. I was like, Leah, why
He
did you
needed
say
a- he
something?
needed
He was gonna see it once it rolled down.
Right, but still, after it
But
rolled
Uncle Willie
down.
is so fucking like strong. Like he just feel like he gonna get everything. He's so confident. It's like, bro, listen to what people say. No, he's not.
You should just.
And then y'all Wayne used the rolling ball thing.
Well, that
and roll
motherfucker went straight to the
right
gutter.
He said right in the middle. It went right to the
I
left.
was shit, I seen motherfucker do it again, and I'm like, get this motherfucker ain't learn from me. I'm mad I did it though, boy. I rolled a strike though right out the gate.
You
though,
definitely
right out the
did.
gate.
Like Wayne rolled the first strike.
You feel me? I really need to go back. You feel me? I really need to go back.
That was a cool little family, like
I'm gonna
little
go
thing for
start
$11.
doing hair, paintball, and go-kart, and
Lil Willie said something about laser tag.
That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
The twins
yeah,
said they liked it.
yeah, I win. Then I'm gonna go.
All right, for me for this week, I'm really cool. Like, I mean, it's back to school, work, God, it's a lot. Wait a minute, I'm gonna talk about Vegas. I'm gonna get to that. So we just came back from Cancun, and it was really fun. It was a really nice vacation. So much so that my ass had finessed the family into agreeing to go on a vacation with only a month in advance. I don't know how the fuck I did this, but I did it.
But Vegas kind of cheap though.
When we going, I think.
Yeah.
When we going, I think it's
going. And we're going in August. Hopefully, it's like a little bit more cooler than.
And in the hotel we staying in this casino. We staying in the hotel.
Of course.
Yeah.
We staying on the strip.
So you know what time it is. We trying to get stupid.
Yeah. So like my auntie is having a wedding next year. She's supposed to have it in Vegas. So I have finessed the family into like saying, "Hey, let's go see it first." But she really does need to see Vegas before she goes and spends her money there, because she's never been there, so it might not be a place she wants to have her wedding. So it's like she needs to see it.
So like where she gonna get, if she get married there? Is it gonna be in the chopper like choppers we done seen out the movies, Vegas, or like?
Nah, not like raggedy like that. She actually picked a really nice one, so we're gonna see it. We're all gonna see it
like
together.
Like out in Norbit.
Norbit, I can't even remember what the chapel was like.
Big.
No, bro. It's like, I guess it would be like the ones on Vegas, but it's nicer.
Okay, that's cool.
It's nicer. Yeah, so.
How far is Vegas on the airplane?
Like 3.5 hours. They're gonna be on there for 3.5 hours. But bro, like it's 30 minutes going up, 30 minutes coming down, bro.
That's not 3.5 hours, bro. That's an hour.
It's 2.5 in the air. Bro, you're not gonna feel like you're in the air.
It takes 30 minutes to get in the sky.
Cause we gotta drive on there, then we gotta drive to where we gotta take off, and then we gotta take off for like 5 minutes.
Alright, that's fine.
Then you take off. You gotta take you like 20 minutes to get all the way up to the air where you can go supersonic speed. Look at where like Wayne's never been on a plane before, so he's a little nervous. But yeah, that's what we doing this week. Anybody else got anything else? We good? That's the end of the SawCast. Thank y'all for listening. Once again, shit, make sure y'all check us out.
Hey, y'all better to, man, because if y'all don't, motherfuckers put their foot on that nigga, boy.
Sheesh.
My mama. Alright, y'all. See y'all later.
Right.
Bye.
See you.
Trump.
Forever.
Trump.
Forever.
Trump.
Forever.
Trump.
Forever.
Trump.
Forever.
Trump.